All right, everyone, welcome to Monday Mastery. And what I really love about tonight is that we've already gone through all 7 skills. And what we're doing is the GoPro book by Eric Worre. If you don't have it, you want to get it. What I love about this is that we only need 7 skills to master. We don't need to master 500, just 7. And if you don't know that it's on here, it says network marketing, 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional. So we're going to kind of start at the very beginning, not even with skill number 1. I know that in Facebook it announced skill number 1, but I want to even start a little bit before that. And I want to ask you just a couple things and have a really great conversation with all of you. You know, Eric Worre says network marketing isn't perfect. It's just better. What's better about it? Anybody? What's better about it?
You can choose your own schedule.
Great. What else? Yeah, who was that?
That was Heidi.
Pardon?
That was Heidi, not Funtastic Biggs.
Hi. Come up with a new Heidi O'Toole, right? And you guys are on my screen. You're right next to each other, by the way.
I see it right next to me, too.
That's really funny. All right, so you get to choose your hours. It's flexible. What else?
You get to choose
your location.
Choose where. What else?
Who you want to work with.
Limitless.
Who you want to work with. There's no ceiling. It's as big as you want to grow it. What else?
You can work it anywhere you want to. You can go on vacation and work it.
Yeah, you could even meet somebody by the pool with one of those little umbrella drinks, and it could be your next national marketing director. I will tell you that Carol Renaud met Janet McGinn. And for those of you that don't know Carol, she did pass away this past year. But she met Janet McGinn on a bench at SeaWorld. They were just sitting and chatting. And Janet ended up becoming one of her national marketing directors. So it's certainly possible. What else?
Limitless in income.
Limitless in income. So one of the things that I think it's important to be able to say those things, we have an assignment that I'm going to offer all of you. You can take me up on it if you like. I'm not going to check up on you. But it's to write, excuse me, I might have to go get some water. It's to write down your 30 reasons that you love your Juice Plus business. And those 30 reasons, only one of the 30 can be what you love about Juice Plus itself. 5 of your reasons being I love the Omegas and I love the Trio and I love my Tower Garden. 1 can be about your products. The other 29 have to be what you love about the business. Now, why do you think that would be important for you to write those down?
So you can bring it up in conversation.
Yes, good one, Edward. We took a long time to get to there this morning, so you can bring it up. But how would you know what to bring up if you know what your 30 are and it's right in the forefront of your mind? What might happen in that conversation that you can do what?
You can relate it to that person. Sorry, whoever's.
Yeah, Heidi, absolutely. So the idea here is they're talking about, you're listening. You're listening intently to see if they have any need, if they have any pain. And do you know how often people don't realize they're in pain or have need? It's a lot. And the reason that they don't identify with their pain or their problems is if they think there's no solution, then that's just what is. I have to work 9 to 5. That's just, everybody has to do that. There's no other way around it. So I'm not different than anybody else. I don't feel the need for freedom. I don't feel the need for something I don't know exists. You can only want something that you know that exists. So sometimes it's really often for us to help them discover what that problem is so that we can find a solution for them. So let's just say you're having a conversation with a mom and she says, I'm going back to work in a couple of weeks and I don't want to really leave my baby. If you have children, you might have written down in one of your 30 reasons that you could stay home with your child because of this business. Now, if you have no children, that's not going to be one of your 30 reasons. Not what other people love. It's what you love about your business. There's something. There will be at least 1, 2, 3 things in your 30 reasons that are in common with the person you're talking to. I can promise you that. Whether it has to do with time freedom, the community, the fact that, you know, you get to work where, when, with whom you want, the fact that you have an extra $500 a month to buy shoes, whatever that is, you're going to have something that's in common with that person. So again, I'm going to challenge you to write down what you love about your Juice Plus business. And if you'd like, you can put it in your Voxer chat with your group, with your, like for us, it's the Turn Up the Heat. With Alita's group, I know she has an Inspire Voxer chat for everybody. I'm thinking, Dan and Aaron, you probably have a Voxer chat that you can do it with your people, etc. So that's what I would challenge you to do. A couple of the things that Eric brings up. No boss. That means you don't have to ask somebody for a vacation. Work. You may not have the money to take the vacation. So there is work on this end. It doesn't just happen by itself. There's definitely time that you need to put in. No boss, no commute. You know, some days I walk from my bedroom to my office and I haven't washed my face or brushed my teeth. Nobody knows that on the other end of the phone. And I can still be completely professional. No alarm clock, no employees, no politics, no compromises, no discrimination. This is for anybody. No educational requirement. When I think about our sponsors, Bob and Sue Burdick, they never graduated from high school. They've earned millions of dollars. In fact, they've never made less than $2,000 a day since they've started this business. Neither one of them graduated from high school. So is it for everybody? Is it possible for everybody? Absolutely. And then as people start to use their imagination, it says in a positive way, they start to visualize some more positive attributes like, we have a great product or service. We have unlimited income. Some of the things we've already said, residual income. I'm going to say it correctly. The definition that Chris uses to define what residual income is the capacity to make, oh God, Vicki, don't tell me. The definition of residual income is you have the capacity to make thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. What is it? As much as you want.
It is the capacity to be paid for the rest of your life.
Oh
On your next conversation.
I got that in your next conversation. Can you believe I can't get it? Paid for the rest of your life. That's really true because when you think about getting paid for the rest of your life, maybe it's just one customer. We signed up a customer 25 years ago, and he's still getting Juice Plus. He has no phone number listing anywhere, so we can't call him. He has no email listing. The only thing we could do is to mail him something, and we make about $123 off of him every single year for the last 25 years. Had one conversation with him at a garage sale that we had at our house. We had some boxes out on the table. It made sense to him, and there he went. Pretty cool, right? So you have the capacity to be paid for the rest of your life on your next conversation. And if money doesn't get you excited, which I'm not sure why it wouldn't, because it gives you all kinds of options. It even includes giving money away to those that are in need. So if you have a relationship with money that says you don't need more, you might want to check on that relationship. But if it is in there for you, you have the capacity to impact thousands of lives on your next conversation. I got that one down. So time freedom, something meaningful, personal growth. What's that thing? Noise going on there. Personal growth. How many of you feel that this business has given you more personal growth than any book you've ever read or any seminar you've ever been to? It has got to be the most challenging ever because it puts you in a place of vulnerability over and over and over again. And in order to get through some of those pieces of vulnerability, you have to be courageous. So you get to use the muscle of courage continually in our business. Low startup costs, low risk. I would say no risk personally. If $50 a year is considered a risk, we're in big trouble here, right? Now there is some costs that come with this. You know, we don't expect you to buy product, to store product, to deliver product, but the costs you have are in investing in yourself in education coming to events. That's the biggest expense you'll have it might be somewhere around $2,500 a year, depending on how many conferences you go to and whether or not you've engaged in some of the activities that allow you to get free tickets. Because the company has some really great startups and bonuses where you get free conference tickets. Economy proof, tax benefits. For those of you that don't know about owning a home-based business, there are some amazing tax benefits. And it's fun. It's fun. You get to meet new people. You get to make new friends. You know, Heidi and I got to walk on the beach together this morning. We never, ever, ever would have met if it weren't for Juice Plus. And at the time in which we became friends, we lived next door to each other, had never met each other, but Chris and her husband Lloyd were surfing and met on a wave. And Lloyd said, I think you're our neighbors. So he must have seen us pulling in and out of the garage. But I don't think we ever would have met them and had the kind of fun that we've had since we've known Heidi Funtastic Biggs. She's my fun teacher. Everybody needs a fun teacher, right? So, so that's the first part that I really want to really talk about. And then the other piece I just want to ask all of you is, what are some of your reasons that you do love your business that you've already experienced? What will be some of your 30 reasons?
Community, just all the support that I've gotten from everybody and feeling the love and like going to conference and seeing people that I've never met but feeling like I know them from social media and from my team and everything. It's been incredible.
Yeah, that you go up to somebody and you hug them and you think you both know each other, and then all of a sudden you look at each other and say, oh my God, I've never met you before, but I've seen your face on social media. I've seen you post something that I really liked. That's pretty amazing. It really does. What else? The community. That's a huge one.
Traveling to places I've never been before.
It offers you the possibility to travel. How many of you have ever been to Austin? I think I've been once. A couple of you have been, but mostly no. So we're all going to get to go to Austin, right? Is there anybody that's not going to go to Austin in October? Don't raise your hand. We don't want to know about it. That's not acceptable. Just saying. We want to have everybody in Austin. And I keep hearing, I think I was there years and years ago, but you know, it's considered the music capital of the world. There's all kinds of fun. Everybody's nodding. Yes, there's all kinds of fun things to do. When my daughter visited, she said, you know, that's a place I could live. It's really cool. So I'm really looking forward to it. And if you have the time and the finances, you can add a day on to conference and play in Austin and see some really great music. So traveling, community, what else? That you've personally experienced. Yeah, Heidi.
Like-minded people, like with kind of the same vision and the same goals. We might, and even if you don't have the same goals, we have the same ideals as when it comes to like healthy eating and making sure that we help other people.
And what does that do for you, Heidi, to have those people around you? How does that show up in your life? How does it make you feel? What does it do for you?
Well, it definitely builds me up because I know that someone has my back. I mean, Nikki, I've been talking to you and Michelle lately, and transitions have been rough with all the stuff that have been going on, but you guys still have my back, even though you pick me up when I need a little help and that little like push to get me even back on the calls or whatever. So somebody's always there to hold your hand.
Yeah, that's great. And so what I see around that is that's part of what Brittany talked about, community, but this part of connection that's really deep that holds you accountable for you being the best you possible. What else?
Support.
Support. What does that look like?
It's when you don't have your immediate family around you and you feeling like you have another family that you completely belong to.
Yeah, that's great. And so Heidi, everybody that's been speaking has had this experience. We're not just listing like when I read out of the book. These are experiences that you've all had being part of the Juice Plus family. How about Nicole? I'd love to hear from you. What's one of your 30 reasons that you love what we do? And you're going to need to unmute yourself. Are you? Yes.
Oh, I'm here. 30 reasons.
You don't have to list all 30. We just want one that hasn't been said yet that you've experienced.
That hasn't been said yet.
Laura, I'm calling on you next.
I think it's, you know what, to me, it's the learning and the education. I mean, I absolutely love that. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, I was just saying, you know, I just remember being just thrilled with Dr. Du Bois when I first heard him. And I was just like, every bone in my body was just like, I love this stuff. You know, I just wanted to absorb it. And I felt like I got a lot more education about nutrition than I actually did in nursing school. And so I was like, I don't remember learning all of this stuff in nursing school. And so I'm just really enjoying the education component of it.
Yeah, that's great. And Laura, what about you? Laura Ramirez, what's one thing that you've experienced that maybe has not been said yet?
The opportunity that it offers. You know, the compensation plan it has, the business to advance. It's just the family, the opportunity.
Okay. And so for you, what does the opportunity mean to you? What will that allow you to do differently?
Well, it allows me to help in different ways in our family, help to, you know, I've retired as an RN, but I, you know, being retired, you still feel like you still have some more to give. So I still feel that this is an opportunity that helps me still fulfill that.
So you're also talking about fulfillment there, Laura. It's a way for you to still feel fulfilled and have meaning in your life, even at retirement.
Yes.
That's great. So we are at now 6:51, and our call is now just a 20-minute call. We're just going to get in and out and get as much as we can out of the 20 minutes. So unless anybody has a last-minute comment, next week we will be going over our your memory jogger, how you put it together, what the value is. I want to remind all of you that tomorrow night, Tuesday, we have a HEAT team call. And Lisa and I are going to go through some of the stuff that we learned from Brian Marsh. Super excited about that. That if you didn't see it, you'll get to, I know, wasn't it amazing, Erin? Like, I know. This is what I said about Brian, by the way. And I said that, you know, many things that I go to, I feel like I already know that. It's not important. It's still important to hear again. It still affects me again. I am not making less of it because I already know that. It's said in another way to impact me in a deeper way than I have been impacted before. Or I hear something that validates what I'm already doing, and that makes me feel good and gives me confidence. He said stuff I never heard before. I mean, when you're talking personal growth, it's pretty much fundamental, but he said some stuff about business and that just kind of got me. Was that true for you, Erin? Anybody else listen to Brian and get that same sense, like this is new territory? Yeah, Lita, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I just thought he was amazing. And do you see how more amped up he got the longer he started speaking?
Yeah, at 2 o'clock in the morning.
You felt your energy like go inside of what he was saying. I'm like, whoa, you know?
We got to look at himself, at Brian, generating more energy. And what did that do for all of us? It got us amped up too. All right, so tomorrow night, Tuesday, 6 p.m. is going to be our HEAT team call. See you there. And then for those of you that are participating in the 90-day focus, we just did a live today at noon. You can go back and revisit that on the HEAT Facebook group. And we did have a winner. We gave an assignment or a challenge this last week to write your own jewelry. That's not it. Your own eulogy. And 8 of you did it, and we had a winner. So, you know, every few weeks, Chris and I are giving money away. Check it out. Love you guys, and see you tomorrow night on the call. Good night, everybody.